feeds that switch. Feeds that switch, be that cap. Feeds that switch. There's the switch, there's the cap. Man. Alright, there's the cap. Give us a little bit of an idea kind of what we're dealing with as far as the capacitors in this thing. I got another board I'm going to build for this. You're in 2, and then we want to go 3. Go right down here. Actually, let's go 1, 2, and let's go down here. There we go. And what that'll do is give us a nice balance between. All right. So we got us a. Now I'm wanting to change these 10-volt caps. That's 100 mic. A 100 mic 10-volt caps. Wow. See what I'm saying? That cap is bad. So that cap's got crazy ESR, and it's 54.86 microfarad. It's supposed to be 100. So now you guys understand why the 10-volt cap's got to go. And I was hoping that we weren't going to have to replace all the caps, but I'm going to have to replace all these 10-volt caps because they are no good. They're just, the ESR has ran up high on them, so we're going to go through all these 10-volt caps at least. Boy, that cap right there is a buffer. That turns on the path, so that's really an important capacitor. Let's get us let's put us some gold caps on this. Let's see, 100 mic, 10 volt. So I'm gonna put 25 volt caps in it. That's just what I do. So we're going to take a 25 volt 100 mic cap and I'll test it. See if we can get real close to show you what a good cap's supposed to measure. So that last one was 54 microfarad. A crazy ESR. Now let's see what we got. 101.8 microfarad at 0.35 ESR. That is a good capacitor, ladies and gentlemen. And that's going to fix our issue. Guarantee you. Well, that and changing all these 10-volt caps and get them all out of this radio. So let me go get a drink. Let me grab a lighter. And we'll just do this. Thanks for watching. I'm no better than nobody. This is my passion, my hobby. I don't claim to be anything other than just this is what I love to do. End of story. I'm no better than anybody. Not claiming to be, none of that. I want everybody to have the same passion I do for this crap. Willie's Garage from Alf. I love that. Well, I am a radio fanatic, man. And I love Alf. I'm going to grab a lighter so I can have a cigar. We'll get going. So basically, guys, to help you guys understand, when a capacitor gets bad and gets out of value, it starts becoming a resistor to the circuit. And it causes all kinds of problems. I'm trying to find a lighter. For some reason, I've been robbed by my wife. Why she comes and robs all my damn lighters? Alright. I got a couple I hid from her. She likes to rob my lighters. But anyways, what happens is a capacitor becomes like a resistor to a circuit. And it can cause all kinds of problems, guys. Let me switch this real quick. I'm a little uncomfortable. I got a lot of caps to change, so. I'm going to put this on the bottom of my leg. And I'm going to roll the liner up over the top of that. Because every time I step, it's pinching me. Ow. I'm going to roll this up. All right, guys, let's rock and roll. So, yeah, when the ESR goes way up, you know, the capacitor starts no longer acting as if it's a capacitor. All right. Find my identifiers. Okay, and then if anything close by needs to be changed, I'll change it before I replace this cap. All right, I'm going to have to come in here with my dingoes. Here we go. And I'll change a few of them before I. So there's the pass. Okay, now we're going to run both of these. All right. Piece of cake. And this one sets north and south. Nope. All right. Bop, 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 bop. Fair enough. Fair enough. Now, like I've told you guys 453,000 times, start in the small cap here is oh man, that's got a lot of glue in it. It should be a 47 if my memory serves me right. 47 mic. And it should be a 16. Yep. All right. 47 mic and 16. Not even going to check them. And then what's this one? 330 at 10. That one's important. We'll check it. We'll change it. 330 at 10. So we'll go 330, 25. 330 to 25. And then that was a 16 at 47. So 25 at 47. 25 at 47. $25 at 47, which is a very, very, very common capacitor in a CB radio. 25 at 47. All right, so you just come right in here. Slap. Slap this little joker in first. Just like that. I'm going to reach over here and grab up this little dude. And we're going to come right underneath it. Psh. Now we're going to come, like I tell you guys, suck these up. Load them. Suck this up. Load it. Now we're going to start on the small cap because they're very, very close together. The pads, so I'm going to take and lay that over. All right, beautiful. Now let's blow that in. Like that. Just like that. Now we'll come over here. Like that. Like that. Alright, so that little cap that's so close together, don't ever guess. Just always double check yourself and like use your equipment. We're good. Wanted to make sure we wasn't bridged because it's so close to one another. I'd rather know than know later. Alright, so we'll continue on. I'm gonna light my cigar. Alright. Right beside the transformer, we have. It's gonna set right. It's gonna be the buffer for the. Oh, we have both. So we have audio IC, and that's the TX switch, and then that is the audio amp. That's the audio amp buffer. Be right there. It should be. Yeah. Should be. Sets right there. Nope. That's the coupler. That's the coupler. This one sets. That's the resistor. There's a cap. And then cattywampus. Cattywampus. Okay. We'll start there. That's north-south. Nope. That's north-south. I see that now. That's north-south. How in the hell did I get myself that far thrown off? This is right against the. Okay. It's right against the. You little shit. I missed that one, guys. I ain't gonna lie to nobody. I missed that one by a pretty good little distance. That should be that one. And then we'll go back. Yeah, that one. Now we'll go back and do surgery. We'll set him aside. We go right back. Yeah, we're gonna solder this coupling capacitor that I just unsoldered right back. Alright. So now we'll go address the situation. Now this is a 4.7. 4.7 will be a 50 volt cap. 4.7, 50 volt. 4.7, 50 volt. 4.7, 50. 4.7, 50. These are important. Very important. And I am going to get that cigar in me as soon as I get myself. There we go. Now, let's get over here. Cattywampus. The one I missed the first time. Right here. Yeah, okay. Dork. Ah, haha, all the way over here, right in front of the transformer. So it's going to be in the field. Right there. That's it. That is it. Right there. That's it. 100%. Identify. And remove. And this one, let's see. I got to see which way that ground is going. Is it back towards me? Yep. It's back towards me. So it would be here. Am I correct? I don't believe so. Yeah, maybe so. Nah. Yeah, we're good. Alright, watch this shit. We're good. We're good. I just always check before you go jerking that crap out and damaging stuff. Just wanted to make sure we were on the right. Now it should just pull. I mean, literally just fall out of the radio. And it ain't. So we gotta have to look and see what we got here. Okay, I see what it is. So that's into the counterpoise, so we just need to pull it. Just like that. And that is 20, 22, or 10. It's a 10 volt cap. 22 mic. 22 or 2.2. Hang on a minute now, Justin. 22. All right. With that being said, make sure that coupling capacitor. I'm going to go ahead and solder this electrolytic. And that's 10 volt, 22 mic. 10 volt, 22 mic. Volt, 22 mic. 22. We're definitely going to go with a 25 volt cap. 25 volt, 2.2, or 22. And we get this one in, it deserves a cigar. Poof. We're working right around the transformer here. It's a little difficult. All right, poof. All right, cigar time. No, I don't smoke cigarettes or tobacco, so I'll leave it up to you guys to figure out the rest of the story. I use those tubes and roll my own solder, so before people start saying shit, I have to say this in every video, so I always just say it. And it comes off my Kester. And then I roll it around that wooden dowel, and then I stuff it because of the plates that I have in my wrists. I can't fill the solder in my hands. Does it make sense? Like, I don't have filling in my hands like you guys do. So that's why I have all the big things on my coax. I can reach back and grab a coax. I can't even tell I have the coax in my hand. And that's why I put big ends, big built up ends on my, that's the 2.22 we just changed. 22. Which we're going to cut the legs on. Holy shit. Picked up 2 tools in one grab. This one's in the counterpoise, or the ground plane, is the right term. And this one feeds the IC. That's a very important cap right there. Now we'll plug switch leg in. Like that. Now that's plugged back in. We can pull that big boy, put us a good cap in there, and then we can change the buffer. So let's pull the big boy. I usually like to do these with them right in front of me. So, regulators, audio IC, regulators, AM, 5 volt, 8 volt, audio IC, main reg. We're working in between regulator, back regulator, and the audio IC, the main filter. We're going to remove it now. We're going to start with the ground plane first. Usually takes me about 2 sucks. So there, and then we're going to do the rail. And the cap should be out. Everything is technique, man. I don't know how to explain it, but there's your cap. It's all technique, man. So this is a 2200. This is going to be upgraded. This is 2200 mic at 16 volt. It's going to go to a 25 volt cap. All right. We'll see what we got. You know what we might do there? We might kick the dog in the ass on right here. We don't want to so we have to think about that for a second here. Let's run. I might go 3,300. I guess we could go all the way up to 4. We could go all the way up to 47. And that's the 8. There's an 8 volt reg, and that should be a 5 volt. Yep, that's exactly right. I've got gold caps on that op amp. Let me go ahead and change this one before I change that one. And that one says, is that north-south? Nope. That's east-west, like its counterpart. There's the switching transistor. And then this one sets okay, I see it. Right there in the middle. Let's get it changed. Let's put this out. This ain't letting us get nothing done. We're nursing it like a baby bottle. All right. Let's see if we can get this one out. Surely not. First try, man. Damn, guys, I'm almost getting good at this shit. Arrogant ass bastard. What do we got? Man, why were all these left in the radio? Gosh, these shouldn't be in there, man. I'm surprised that guy didn't take all these out. 47. Mike. I don't ever leave those caps, info caps in the radio, man. You can't do that. That's too close to... Oh, no. I just separated all my caps like a dumbass. And that's devastating because I use these every day. Come on, get back in here. Come on. I don't care if a couple of them are spilled or mixed. Get back over there. Bear with me, guys. This could be a catastrophic. I'm going to tuck these back over here and get them back where they go for... There we go. And if I got one or two mixed up, I'll deal with those later. So, I got to go get my big caps, but let's get this. And make sure that's a 47, not a 4.7. It's a 4.7. All right. Straighten it up a little bit. I got a little wild with it. And let's go. Boy, I did twist them up pretty good, didn't I? There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, pitch this one. And let's go gather. These bad boys. We'll see how it reacts. Let's see if it'll even. Let me see how it sits here. It's got. Damn, that might work. Let me see if I can get that. That might make it a little easier. It's got two ground plane holes. So I'm going to take the null. We're going to go into the secondary ground plane. We're going to null it. And we're going to try something here. I'm going to try what upping the capacitance right here does. I got a pretty good cap in it from factory. I'm going to go a little bit more. See what kind of characteristic, what kind of reactance we get. I'm going to put a pretty good cap here. Just see what happens. Foul, quite a bit bigger than factory. Oh yeah, that now if I can push that, pull that switch transistor back. Go back in the factory hole because it felt better. hurt a thing. Give it a little more. There we go. There we go. Now it's setting flat and square. Now it's setting flat and square. Now we can take, pull, put this cap beside it and make sure it's seated. La 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 let it do. 33. There we go. Come in from a different angle. Beautiful. There we go. Oh, dadgummit. Forgot to solder the other cap. Who's singing your song? Your song. Your song. Da-da-da-dee. That pull, I don't know if that pulled out. If it did, we'll have to restick it, but we'll worry about that here momentarily. Can't tell if my band's still in there. I put a band lock in there so it would tighten up. And I can't tell if it pulled out or if it just pulled the piece. I was trying to cut it off, so I might have to put another core lock in. Because I'm pretty sure I pulled it out, but we'll deal with that when we get to it. Cut this one off. Oh, okay, that's why it's not wanting to cut, and that's, there we go. That one cut. Matter as long as, oh, I also waxed the core so it might hold. All right, so now we're going to move right over here. Get me a drink. There, I got to get all these around all the. There's a lot of switching going on here, and I started to come through it, and I never finished it. And then on the RF rail, we'll probably gonna have to realign everything, but that's fine. And up here towards the front end. And the IF stage. And that's in wax. This is the IF for the side band. That's a 50-volt cap. And boom. But there they are. Both of them side by side. Right there and there. That's easy enough. We'll rip them out. And there's that one. We'll rip it out. And we'll just keep moving. So let's do both of these 50-volt caps. Let me identify them again. Right there. Right there, right there. I can touch them. One. That's the ground plane, or one more leg. Poof. Now we'll come right here. Get the second little batch. Nope, missed that one. Got it that time. And got it that time. I'm going to pick up on this one a little bit more. And I'm going to pick up on this one a little bit more. All right. Now we should be able to remove both of those. They're setting in wax, so this is where you got to be a little bit patient. But I can already smell it. There's that one. Okay. That don't feel right. We might have missed this one. Because there is, yep, we missed it. So there's a component resistor. And what I did is I bet I missed it. Let me have a look. So we have a cap, a component, and a cap. Now what I did, so we have a cap, then a component, hang on, a cap, hang on, no, we're good, we're good. Okay. Okay. That's the resistor. So let me show you what I did. This is the resistor in the IF. I got to put that back. Just like that. Just like that. We didn't remove it, but we've unsoldered it. What do I mean by that? Well, I don't mean anything other than we got to solder that back. And we got to move one leg over. Beautiful. Now we'll come right here. And then that cap's here and here. And I'm going to solder that back again now. Poof. Okay, that cap sets up and offset. Okay. It's offset. Okay. Well, that makes it real damn easy. That makes it real easy. Offset. So it'll be here. And is it vertical or kicked? So we have to look how it's clocked. It appears to be kicked. Which is almost giving me the feeling. I'm studying it here. It's not kicked that much, is it? It's a tricky little circuit here. I'm just not rushing it. You want me to be honest with you guys? Look here. It's right here. It's right here. Here's where it's at. There. And here. 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 Now watch this. Watch this, my folks. I'll even do it reversed. Ready? Now that one I pulled out last. Are they the same cap? 10 UF at 50. 10 UF at 50. That's something you always got to look. So they're exact same capacitance. So what they're doing is buffering those two transistors. That's all it is. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and on through hole both of the caps, which is here, here, here. And then this leg that we've unsoldered, we're going to solder back. It's the other leg of that coupling cap. And that leg and that resistor couple. Beautiful. Now it's sticking up good. Now we'll solder that back. I'm going to clip this. Beautiful. A little solder on the other side. Beautiful. Everything else is good. Beautiful. This is where I told you I was going to touch up. Little solder. Beautiful. Now we're cooking with Crisco. So now we're going to grab two 10 microfarad 50 volt caps. Those got to be changed. 50 volt 10 microfarad, right? Right? 50 volt 10 mic. All right. $10 volt, but we're going to go first duck plucker. Here we are. Alright, 2 brand new ones. 50 volt, 10 mic. 50 volt, 10 mic. Alright, brand new. Pitch these dudes. Alright, so we're going to go to that IF. And we're going to one, two. Now, before we solder those, we're going to load these. I'm going to, like that. Then we're going to load this one. Like that. Now we're just going to come straight down, beat up. We're going to do the long leg. The one will be on that side when we turn it over. We're going to go straight down and pick up this cap. So we're going to look at the one we just installed, which will be on that side when we turn it over straight down. So turn it over. Here's the one we just installed. And go straight down and find your first capacitor. The only circuit that could have a capacitor in it. So we're reading, boom. There's the capacitor. There's no other circuit possible that could be a capacitor. You got to have a negative and positive polarity. So it's easy to read. So we have one here or here. So now we're going to roll it over. We have the IC. The IC. Here's the IC. Off the IC is a filter. Off the IC is a filter. IC, filter. This is your cap. So. One. 2. 1, 2. Okay. You ready? Sorry about that. There's your cap. I was trying to teach you guys how to circuit read, so it'll help you. So now we have that cap removed. No damage, no lift. We know we have that IC. The cap that we're wanting sets upward in the right-hand corner when we have the radio down. So we're going to turn it back over. Identify. And the only other place that would be a cap would be here. Checking the components next to the cap. Verifying. Coupler. Electrolytic. Coupler. Coupling capacitor, whatever you coupler. And then electrolytic. Verify the hole that you just removed and the distance. Turn it back over. verifying the hole, the distance from that cap to the next cap. We're looking at that distance. We're looking at the diodes, the coupling capacitor, and the jumper. Now we're going to turn it over, and we read that. There's the jumper, there's the coupling, there's the capacitor. So we go remove the capacitor. Same thing here. IC, the cap we removed, the coupler, the filter, the jumper. And you want to do this every time you do it. It teaches you and it gets you fluent in what you're doing. So we'll come here. We'll remove. 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 And this one's probably setting in wax. So we turn it over. We see that it's setting in wax. Okay, something don't feel quite right. Okay, and when something don't feel right, turn it back over. We see that we're definitely on the right cap, but we got a little booger on the negative leg of the capacitor. So we're going to clean our tip, and we're going to come right back to the cap. We'll suck again, and the booger just fell, and the leg went through. So now we'll turn it back over. And the cap will easily come out of the board. And by doing this, we didn't pull the trace. We didn't tear a trace. We took our time. And the cap is another 10 microfarad 50 volt cap. So now we have 2 caps that need to be replaced in that area that are the same exact value. So we'll go pitch them. And we're going to grab 2 more 1050s. Now, they're 10 microfarad. If they were 10 volt, we'd be upping the voltage, but they're 50 volt caps at 10 mic. So here we go. We come right back to those spots. Identify the positive side and the negative side. Install. Positive side, negative side. Install. Let me bring you all in here for you beginners that are learning, and I'll show you how you read the board. Of course, this is very basics, but what happened to my leg? I got hit by a drunk driver on my Harley back in 2009. So I want to, let's see how I want to do this. Let's just hold it and talk together. So if you look at where we're working, see the capacitor next to the IF coil. See how you have a pie. So you have a circle, and I've discussed this before. Say you have a pie, then you have one side of the pie or the pizza is white. That's your negative side of the capacitor. And then if you look on the other side of the pizza, in the wax bed, there is a positive indicator of the positive leg of the electrolytic. Electrolytics are polarized capacitors, meaning they have a positive negative leg, and they can't just go in the radio anyway. They have to go a specific way, or they're going to short the circuit out. So I just want to teach you the simple basics and the understanding how the electrolytic capacitor goes into the board. Once again, you got a pizza, the round circle. Half of the pizza is marked white, half is clear, and then the opposite side has got a positive if you look for it. You look at the electrolytic. First thing you're going to know is you got a long leg and a short leg. Long leg's always the positive side of the electrolytic. The short leg is always the negative side of the electrolytic. The negative side of the electrolytic goes to the white side of the pizza pie. So if I was going to install this electrolytic in this board, it would be installed like this. White stripe goes to the white band of the pizza pie. And there it is. And that's how you would install it. I know it's very basic beginner shit, but it's got to be shown. It's got to be shown. And I'm going to have to turn these over and load them because I didn't load them. So we'll just load them for you real quick by hand. That way we don't lose them. And then I'm going to have to reset the camera. Absolutely. All right. So here we are. We're going to get right back into this Jew. So we've got 4 caps that need to be soldered. All the same value. And we're just going to blow those out right here together. And then I'm going to take a break. Probably stop the video. And I'll start back up later. So here we go, guys. Ought to make it clear that oh, I see. I'm on the wrong side of the. Ooh, that was funny. That was hilarious. I was heating up the other wire. They were so close together. It's hilarious. And I gotta get this little dude out of the way, or I'm gonna heat it up, not the one I want, like I did a while ago. So now we're gonna come behind it. What I like about the type of tips I use is you can come in here, get your point on your leg and pad, and you can put your solder here and it'll flow down. It's what the tip is designed for. I try to teach this in 2 or 3 videos. Put your tip right into the pad, into the wire, and put your solder high on the gun and it'll flow right to the tip. It's what it's designed to do, guys. It's how you do it. And this lets you get into these real fine areas. It allows you to get in here and do this shit right. And this takes practice. Like, I'll lie at all about that. But man, you'll get good at it, guys. And you'll get to where you can really do a lot of work quick. Now I'm going to leave it. I'm going to bring the camera in. I want you to see. You see how I did it, how quick I did it. Of course, I wasn't really fast. That was me just doing normal speed. But have a look at the solder work. I just want you to see what I am saying here. It matters, guys. I ain't trying to toot my own horn or nothing like that. I just, the solder, the work, the solder, it's proper. You got beautiful 360-degree TP, beautiful solder all the way around the pads. There's no dips, pits. There's no witches' hats. Everything is soldered properly. Then you take your cutters, you straighten the wires. Now you don't, when you do this, you don't get rough and aggressive, but you're going to pull the wire up, pull the wire up, pull the wire up, pull the wire up, pull the wire up on all these. And then we're going to come through here and the nice 45 angle. See how this is a nice, beautiful TP, 360 degrees, soldered all the way around. You're going to come in here. You're going to find the angle of your dikes. And you're going to come in, go to the top of the TP, put a little bit of a lift and snip. And it leaves. Now I just did that for the video. Now I've got to go find the leg, but y'all get the point now, right? Okay. So I'm not going to let the rest of these go. I'm going to, obviously, and we're just going to cut them real quick. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I'm going to get in here and find the other one. So let me find it. It might have shot away, but I'm going to get you guys back in here. But I wanted to show that. Now let me get y'all plugged back in, and I'm going to go hunt that one down. Yeah, it's got to be right there, so it didn't go nowhere. I'm making sure. I'm going to look here on the ground. And I'm going to look around the edge. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got one leg missing. And it's definitely not in the radio. That's all I care about. All I care about. We'll verify that it ain't in here at all. It's not. See if I can find it real quick. That's why we don't do that, but I was doing it to show you all. And what it did is it shot across the room somewhere. We don't have to find it. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Just making sure that it's not gonna stick me. Let me take this brush. Brush all this off real good. I shouldn't have did that, and I'll admit that, but ain't a big deal. It's definitely not in the radio. And did it go up under? No. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. And I'm gonna get them out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Main thing is I don't want it to stick in no one's foot. That's why I always, but I was doing that for you, and I had the camera in my way, so I was like, it'll be fine. Sure enough, it shot. But we confirmed that it's nowhere in the radio, and that's what matters. I knew it wasn't because I seen it fly. Alright, so now I'm going to back this up. I have to do this, guys, because I got to go get the vacuum, and we're going to, because it's got to be laying right here somewhere, and I just want to make sure that it don't get up in no one's feet. I'm going to kind of look here a second. Look, no, I thought I just found it, but I didn't. All right. Something like that makes me a little nervous. Just because I'm walking around barefooted in here. But I don't think it anywhere around. So I'm not to worry about. Making sure it's not over here on the cabinet. And what we're going to do is I'm just going to vacuum all this area and it's going to get sucked up. I'm just making sure it's not here. Right here close. Makes me mad because I know better to do that. But I was showing you all something. And that's important to me too. Just verifying. It's definitely not in here. Oh, I thought that was it. Definitely not in the radio. That's all I care about. Shit over here. Did shit in my dish? No. You gotta look for this stuff. You can't just be like, fuck it. You gotta kind of look. But make sure it ain't laying over here. Because it shot, guys. It said, and it's probably in the damn carpet. Gonna stick my lady in the foot when she comes home. And you know what I mean. But let me go grab the shop vac. And we'll pull vacuum on all this real good. Just to eliminate any accidents. I got it. So it don't matter. Here it is. That's what I was telling you. If you take the time, look here, guys. In the carpet is the little bastard. That's what I'm telling you. I do this so much that when something like that happens, I just find it. So there is the culprit. It said, shot right over there and laid right in the carpet. With my little mat that's underneath the camera there. All right, so let me back the boom up. We got it. That was a little bit embarrassing. I ain't gonna lie. I wish I wouldn't have done it, but I was trying to show you all something, and I should have held on to it with the hemostats, and I didn't, and it shot across the room. Still gonna pull vacuum, clean up after myself. We're at a really good place that we can take us a little break. So we're going to do that. We're also going to note where we're at together. So we have recapped all down the rail. Basically, in the rail, I mean, your regulator rail, your audio IC, your 5/8 volt, your buffer, your regulator, pass transistor, filters and buffers. And what we're going to do is we've done the IF. We were doing the IF together just now. That's all complete. I got one cap here. I got some caps up in the front end that we're going to replace. A couple of caps here. And a few caps over in the VCO section. And then back here at the back, this is the meter light. The meter, which is LCD, but it's the meter functions, sideband and AM meter functions, VR1, VR1 and VR2. Then we got our sideband ALC and our AMC. And our high-low power controls and stuff like that. But basically, the little blue caps that you see, towards the front, and some of these here, all these gold series caps that are they're all replaced, and that's what we're doing. I want to take a little break. It's getting pretty hot. I don't have the best AC system. It gets hot here really quick, and when I do this stuff, I get hot. You know, so I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. We had somebody has done modifications, and if you look back at the back, the typical resistor diode crap, and then there's some crazy ass top back mods going on. I got the radio originally. It wouldn't even transmit. It wouldn't receive. It came on, but wouldn't do nothing. And then I finally got it to transmit. The audio was so distorted. Finally got it somewhat acceptable. But it has a really weird waveform. Even after I got it modulating halfway right. Of course, I had limiters out. I had to put new transistors in. I'm just trying to get it clean up, and then I found out I was working over here somewhere, and I checked one of the caps, and the cap was so far out of whack in value and high ESR that it told me right then and there that I need to recap the whole radio. So that's what we're doing. So basically we have to, when we get done with the recap, we have to go through the whole entire radio again, because now voltage and settings and trimmer settings and everything, when you put new caps in, their references are all going to change. So you've got to come through and of course, by saying that, there usually is very little adjustments you got to make to get back. But when you have caps that are devalued, and you put fresh caps in, all the voltages and everything in the circuits change. So you've got to retune the transmitter completely. It's a must. Anything you do on a transmitter, anything you change on a transmitter, you have to realign afterwards. Any component change, it's something you got to do. If you do a big modification on an AM, you can't just assume that the sideband's going to be perfect. It don't work like that. If you do a modification to the AM, you've got to go through all the sideband. So everything has to be retuned and reset up. If you change a carrier ratio on a radio, you have to retune and reset things up, because when you change the carrier ratio, you're drastically affecting the modulation. The modulation is going to go way up when you drop your carrier. So a lot of times when you drop the carrier, you're going to have to cut your auto modulation circuits back, or you'll pinch, and you all know the story. Guys, thanks for watching. And I'm thinking about getting on air a little bit, and I might take a nap, and then we'll get back and we'll finish this recap. But we got the radio worked. It's working. It's fixed. It's just the caps are so bad that it ain't right. You know what I mean? Take care, guys.